What up, TikTok? What up, YouTube? Hey, super excited tonight for you guys. This is the Ozone. For those of you on TikTok, you don't know about this yet. This is the first time you've had access to this, but every Monday at 7 p.m. EST, I go live on the Ozone. So this is my live show for you guys to call in, ask questions, get help with entrepreneurship, whatever you're doing, whatever you're struggling with in life, whatever you're struggling with in business. I'm here to help. So today I want to talk about those of you that are worried about being jobless, unsure, worried about money, all that good stuff. So really excited tonight, really good topic. We had some problems with our internet this last couple days here, and there's work being done up in the studio here. So I had to sporadically come down into the kitchen area and do this for you guys. So super excited tonight. You're going to see me coming from a couple camera angles. So TikTok, if I ain't looking at you, it's because I'm over here on YouTube. So appreciate you guys hopping on every Monday, 7 p.m. EST, regardless of if I'm here, if we're on business in LA, if I'm in another country, if I'm in a hotel, if I'm out on the street walking around, I always make sure to be here 7 p.m. EST, okay? So this is your time with me to ask questions, to learn about entrepreneurship, to get the skills that are required to succeed online, to succeed in business, and to do the things at the levels that you're not taught to do them at in school or by your parents or your teachers or anything like that, all right? We've been misinformed. You've gotten the wrong information. Your parents told you, hey, go to school, get a job, get a bunch of student loans, and maybe you'll make it. Your teacher said, hey, let's teach you a bunch of bullshit that's going to land you a $47,000 per year job. And ironically enough, it cost 3 times more in money to go to school than what you actually make per year with your degree. Average 4-year graduate is making $47,000 per year. And my gosh, that just sounds a little horrible when you're paying $35K per year to go to school. So right now, we got a lot of good stuff going on, a lot of bad stuff going on, but it's all a matter of perspective, how you look at it, how it's affecting you, what you can do to impact a positive change in your life and your family's life and the people that you care about, as well as this world. So tonight we're going to talk about this because I've seen a lot of you guys that are like, how do I make it through a recession? Why are the markets tanking right now? What do I do? How do I make sure that I cash flow through this? Am I going to survive financially? Should I be stocking up on 80 damn pounds of toilet paper? What to do, Ben? All right. So a lot of crazy stuff going on out there. I actually saw a guy a couple of weeks ago when this whole thing started. I saw a guy walk right past this little girl. She must have been maybe like 4 years old, and she was going to reach for the last gallon of milk. And she was like 10 inches away from grabbing it, and a guy actually grabbed it from her. And I walked up to him, took the milk out of his hand. He tried to get all verbal and swear and stuff like that. And I walked it right over to her mom and gave her the milk. So there's a lot of crazy people, a lot of stupid people, a few smart people, mostly stupid people. And I want to help you guys. No matter how unintelligent or intelligent you are, if you can take away anything from this show, I think it'll help you in life. So appreciate you guys popping on here. TikTok. We'll see a few more of you guys come on. When I'm on TikTok live, it always seems like 10, 15 minutes into live, there's like 20 or 30 or 50 people that pop on. So we'll be waiting for that. If you're on YouTube, watch this. Appreciate you guys being on here. I was just on Facebook Live. I had like 20, 30 people on there as well asking me questions about business. It's really cool because I see a lot of you guys finally making the decision to hunker down, learn the skills that are necessary to really do well in life and well in business. So if you don't know me or who I am, my name is Ben Oberg. I'm a multiple 7-figure per year earner. I don't have a college degree. Places make me sick. I think if you go to college, it's only necessary if you're a doctor, lawyer, engineer, you're going into the medical field or something like that. For everything else, it's pretty much a bunch of garbage, regurgitated information, and your professors don't even know how to scale to 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, because they've never done that and they're not paid. They don't know how to actually put into reality what they're teaching you in theory. So I'm here to help you guys raise your awareness level. I'm here to help you guys possess the skills that are necessary to succeed in life. I'm here to educate you guys on ways to find fulfillment in what you do and not just go into a 9-to-5 job, acting like a slave, working for somebody else, making them rich until you can retire when you're 65, travel around the world in a motorhome, and then die with arthritis, okay? It's a better way to life. I've found that what I do is fulfilling. I get to work with the people that I like working with. I get to help people that I like helping. It fulfills me, and I create wealth in a way that allows me to do more of what I love. And unfortunately, 3.3 million Americans filed for unemployment this week. Unfortunately, 83% of people that work admit that they don't like their job. And unfortunately, the average 55-year-old doesn't even have $8,000 in their bank account. These are the people that you're getting your advice and information from. These are the type of people that you're learning from. These are the people, that you've probably surrounded your life with. You got mediocrity all around you, and mediocrity doesn't create success. So I want to talk about some of the things that you can do and implement into your life on a daily basis so you can start to have more success. And you got to figure out what your definition of success is, because it's constantly changing. All right. When I was a little kid, success to me meant being able to play, being able to get dirty and go play in the mud, build tree forts, and go to car shows, because I love working on cars. All right. And then when I was a teenager, success was like being able to date a girl that was really pretty, or being able to like go on dates and have your parents not like nag at you, messaging you, saying you had to have some sort of curfew. That was success. That was freedom. And then when you get your license, it's having your first car, being able to go out and drive and take your friends and stuff like that. And then when you get into college, or you're, 20, 21, 22, it's having a good job. All right. We have set the bar for success way too low, way too low. All right. We've been taught, hey, if you're making 100 grand a year, you're doing all right. And you're not. 100 grand a year, Tia Marie 33, ain't that good. Okay. 100 grand a year ain't that good. So let's break that down a little bit. Give you some facts. Okay. Average cost of living in the United States, $53,000 a year. Average 4-year bachelor's degree pays you $47,000 per year. 70% of college students change their major that were going to go to school for 4 years, end up going for 6 years. Average cost of living in major cities in California, $86,000 a year. That's what it costs in San Diego, a little bit more in LA. So how do you survive? How do you survive when your degree pays you $47,000 per year? Put some tax on that, L&I, Social Security, all that stuff that comes out of your paycheck right now that's gibberish to you. Okay, you got 30 grand left. How do you survive in California? How do you survive in any state? How do you survive in any first world country off 30 grand a year? Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen, guys. So we've been misinformed. We've been misguided. You have the wrong information. You got gypped. You got screwed. It wasn't your fault. So things that you got to start putting into practice. Number one, take whatever it is that you're interested in learning. Okay. Maybe you want to learn to dance. Maybe you want to learn something about fashion. Maybe you want to learn about makeup. Maybe you want to learn about digital branding. Maybe you want to learn about online business. Maybe you want to learn to be a motivational speaker. Maybe you want to learn to play drums. Maybe you want to learn to design custom pens. I don't know. Don't get your information from the middle class. Don't get your information from people that aren't financially successful, or don't have a ripped body. If you want to learn how to become a bodybuilder, don't get your information from a 333-pound fat ass that's never worked out a day in their life. Okay. If you're trying to learn about wealth or money, and your mom and dad make 100 grand a year, don't listen to your mom and dad about money, because they don't have it. Okay. The average income of a financial advisor is $73,000 per year. That isn't even enough to survive in a city like San Diego or LA or New York or Seattle. So why would you listen to a financial advisor that makes $73K a year on how to make and save your money? You don't. So Tia Marie says, what do we do? Get your information from a person that's extremely successful. You don't need to study 10 people. Okay. What's really hard is when you take 10 experts in an industry and try to mesh all that information together. It gets really, really, really hard, because you're trying to take 10 different opinions to 10 different puzzles, put them together. It doesn't work. It gets all sorts of fucked up. So when I look at something that I want to learn, okay, if I want to learn how to get in better shape, okay, for example, I'm 5'11", I weigh about 170 pounds. I'm in pretty good shape. I'm a fast runner. I'm strong. I'm agile. I'm in good shape. But right now, one of my goals is to just bulk up a little bit more. I want to put on a little bit more muscle. I want to get a little bit more toned in my stomach. I want to build my legs a little bit more, my arms, my back, all that stuff. Now, I am not going to go to the nutritionist or fitness expert that doesn't have the type of body that I want, because I want to go to somebody that's been there, done that, and actually has the exact results that I'm looking for. I'm going to learn from that person. Now, if it comes to business or money, let's just talk about, for example, stocks. Okay, stock market, a lot of opportunities right there right now. I don't want to learn from the Edward Jones financial advisor that makes $73,000 per year. I want to get my information from Berkshire Hathaway. That is Warren Buffett's company. I want to get my information from a guy that makes so much money off of just his dividends that it pays him tens of millions of dollars per month. I want to learn from the guy that owns a quarter of frickin' Bank of America or Coca-Cola. I don't want to learn from Bob Smith, who's an Edward Jones financial advisor that's been there for 10 years and has a bunch of plaques that says he knows shit when he makes $73,000 per year. Bob Smith doesn't have fucking shit for money to invest. He's not qualified to teach me about investing, okay? Worry a lot less about papers saying somebody knows how to do a shit or certifications and look more at their results, okay? I had a video I posted on TikTok a few days ago. I think it got 60 or 70,000 views. 90% of people on it were like, holy shit, this dude knows what he's talking about. I want to learn from him. Then there's the 10% that was like, you don't have a college degree and somehow you're qualified. Do you know how many people have college degrees and don't make shit for income? Most people. Again, the average college graduate from a 4-year school with a bachelor's degree makes $47,000 per year. From a monetary standpoint, they are not qualified to teach you what to do with your money or how to succeed. So you don't listen to them. So the point being, get your information in whatever area you're interested in learning or you're passionate about, whatever you find fulfillment in, get your information from one person and one expert, okay? Get your information from the people that are actually killing it in the game, all right? When I look at money, I don't get my advice from somebody earning 7 figures because I've already done that. I'm past that. I don't need their information. When you're trying to get help or learn about something, don't go down to get help. Don't go sideways. Go up. All right. Be pulled up by the person that's already up here. Okay. So we did 2.3 million last year. Our goal is to do 20 million this year. I set the bar high. Will we hit 20 million? You know, probably not. Will we hit 8 figures? For damn sure. Okay. I do not need to get my monetary advice from a millionaire or a multimillionaire because I've already passed that level. I need to get it from an 8 or a 9-figure company. So that's who I study, right? When it comes to fitness, I'm not looking to learn from somebody that's like 500 pounds and the Hulk and has like 8,000 calories worth of food and 2 dozen eggs each day because that's not the body I'm going for. I'm a look fit guy, 175 pounds, similar build, but a little bit more bulky, a little bit more build, probably knows the right workouts, right nutrition, right meals and dieting. And that's what I'm going to go for, okay? If I'm trying to get into real estate and I want to learn about commercial, I'm not going to go to the person that knows about residential but hasn't done commercial in practicality. I'm going to go to the king of commercial investing. I'm going to go to somebody like Grant Cardone, all right? You understand what I'm saying? Wranglers, Zertuchin, I'm going to butcher some names here, Terrence Brooks 06, Nina Carden 1. You understand what I'm saying? You got to get your information from people that actually know what they're doing, okay? So I want to talk about the next topic. This is the ozone. Every Monday, 7 p.m. EST, I go live on Facebook, go live on Instagram, go live on YouTube, and now TikTok. I'm bringing you guys into the game, all right? So every Monday, you can expect 7 p.m. EST. I'm live on all these platforms. You can come on. You can ask questions. Normally, we would have the studio set up upstairs, having a couple tech difficulties there. You guys would be really surprised at just the experience you'll get. We have multiple cameras. You're able to call into the show. I talk to you on the phone live. We screen share with you. It's really cool. So a lot of interactive stuff coming up. But that's what we do, 7 p.m. EST every Monday, live on the ozone. Why is it called the ozone? Because my last name is Oberg, so you're in the ozone. The ozone is also a layer in the atmosphere. It's way the fuck up there, and you need to get your success up there. So that's why we call it the ozone. 100 grand a year, $1 million a year is not success. That is middle class, and it'll keep you at the bottom. You cannot thrive and find fulfillment off of that monetary level of income. Those of you that have heard from people, money's not everything. It's just not. It's like money is like, if you have money, money doesn't buy happiness. Money's not everything. Money's for greedy people. Rich people are greedy. And yeah, but money's not everything. Whoever told you that, 1 was broke, 2 was stupid, 3 didn't have money. And number 3 is also the same as being broke, okay? So fuck them and fuck that opinion, respectfully, okay? People that have money are able to influence, they're able to create freedom, they're able to give to charity, they're able to invest in infrastructure, and they're able to change the world when they're on the verge of an economical collapse and invest in things that are going to help, I don't know, produce masks for people so coronavirus doesn't spread, isolate specific countries, be able to fly planes over to certain countries and fly people out and potentially save hundreds of thousands of people's lives. That's the kind of shit that people with money can do. Gates, Bezos, Buffett, all right, Zuck can do stuff like that. Musk can't do that if you're broke. All right, homeless person can't change the world. That's just a fact. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying? Got to get your advice from the right people. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about, and I talked about this on TikTok Live last night. All right, appreciate those of you guys dropping likes on YouTube here. Money's goddamn important. Okay, but how you earn it is even more important. We've been taught go to work for somebody else for 40 years. That's what we've been taught. That's the old model. You cannot trade all of your time for money. It'll drive you into the ground. You must create money and wealth in a way that fulfills you and allows you to do more of what you love in life. I love working on cars. I love racing. I love hiking. I love mountain biking. I love being outdoors. I love meeting people. I love speaking with people. I love traveling all around the world. As a matter of fact, we did a documentary last year, and I traveled all around the world. I talked to college students. I talked to entrepreneurs. We went on college campuses. We interviewed people. We offended some people. We made friends with some people. We traveled, got to experience a bunch of different things. And that documentary is going up on a couple really big channels pretty soon. So I'm excited about that. But the point is, I create business in a way that allows me to do more of what I love in life. So no matter where you're getting started, if you're working a 9-to-5 right now, I'm not saying quit your job. There's steps, right? But what I am saying is be on the constant search and constant commitment to creating wealth in a way that allows you to do more of what you love. There's so much to experience out here, guys, and this is why money's so important. There's so many things to experience. There's so many things to do. There's so many things that you can do. But if you're a slave to your job for decades, you're never going to be able to do that. And you don't want to be experiencing the things that were better to experience at 20 when you're 65 or when you're 80, okay? So I have not built what I've built without sacrifice. I still work 70, 80 hours a week. I was working hundreds of hours a week just to leave my job and put myself in a position to win. And I'm committed to excellence. So I continue to work tons. I don't have to work as much as I do, but I'm committed to the next goal. I have these goals. I have these things, these ambitions I want, and it doesn't come without effort. But the thing is, over this time, due to the sacrifice of time, due to giving up relationships sometimes, friendships, due to getting toxic people out of my life, I put myself in a position to win. And I've created a business that allows other people to win. I have people that invest with me, people that pay to learn, people that pay to learn business, people that want to work with me to help them build wildly profitable businesses. And that's what we do. That's what I do. That's what I'm about. I want to ethically and financially change people's lives. But I have created a business that fulfills me. The work that I do truly fulfills me, and I love what I do. Okay? And I teach other people to do the exact same thing as I'm talking about on this live. And I will answer your questions. I see questions coming in on TikTok, YouTube. You guys have questions? Hey, let me know in the comments. Happy to help. All right? So what I want you guys to do is, whether you are flipping burgers at McDonald's right now, whether you got 20 grand in the bank account, whether you're in college right now and have a massive amount of student loan debt, I want you guys to work on being in the constant pursuance. I don't even know if that's a fucking word. Pursuit? Constant pursuit of creating wealth in a way that allows you to do more of what you love. You need money. You need to be able to provide for yourself. You should be able to have nice shoes. You should be able to eat things that make you healthy, okay? Top ramen is not what wealthy people buy. They buy Wagyu steak. They buy things that don't have hormones and partially hydrogenated soybean oil and MSG and shit in it. They're not eating Big Macs at McDonald's, okay? They're eating tuna tartars, all right? Money is very important. It allows you to put good food in your body. It allows you to put yourself, pay to be in the right environment. Not only where you physically live, but the people that you're around. Are they low quality shitbag people, or are they good people? Are they good for your life? Are they good for your well-being? Do they bring happiness to you? Do they help you in business? All right. Do they support you? Do they lift you up? Money's very important. When something like this happens, what's better to go, oh, I wish I could help. Let me just pray. Or to be able to pray and also be able to write a check for $6 million and say, hey, let me go help some people, or be able to hop on your own goddamn plane and fly over and help an entire country. Yet your mom, your dad, your teachers, and your idiotic friends said money's not important. Shame on them. Okay? You need to create wealth. It's important to be wealthy. It's not important to say, I have all this money. Look at me. I drive a Bugatti. It's important to put yourself in a financially prosperous position, and to do so in a way that creates wealth in a fulfilling way that allows you to do more of what you love, so you can help yourself, put your family in a profitable position, put the people of this world in a profitable position to be able to give back, leave a legacy, and leave a global impact. Mic drop. Nobody can dispute what I just said. All right. So I'm going to look at the questions that we have on here. Hey, if you're on TikTok and you haven't followed me yet, what the heck are you doing? Follow me. All right. I'm here to provide value in life. Jerry and West, love your mindset. I appreciate that, man. Man, some of you guys got some weird usernames. Ratchet whore. What the fuck? Okay, Wranglers, give the deets about the recession we're going into, please. Thanks. I had this waitress at this Japanese restaurant that I'd go to in the town that I was from. She didn't speak any English, and she'd say this, just your comment reminded me of this. You didn't do anything. You said, hey, go into the deets about the recession we're going into, please. Thanks. I get your message. I had this waitress that every time I go into this Chinese restaurant, she said, your order, please. Thank you, sir. And I'm like, what? Your order, please. Thank you, sir. It was just funny. So that reminded me of it. And they had really good, I'm going to order Uber Eats Chinese food right after this. Okay. So let me start at the top here and see what we got. Okay. Stock-wise, where would I suggest the first step be? I don't like stocks. I'm not a fan of the stock market, to be honest, because I can't control the stock market. And I can't control real estate either. But real estate is a lot more sure. Real estate's created more multimillionaires than stock market or anything else combined. So I like real estate. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, even though I make more in one weekend than they do in a year. But my opinion of the stocks is you have transportation heavily affected, tech heavily affected, any industry that produces stuff for transportation like Boeing, airlines, and travel. So Hilton, Marriott, Best Western, these hotels, stocks are down. Okay. JetBlue, way down to the point where it was 3 years ago. Most stocks have dropped to the point where they were at 3 years ago before Trump got elected into office. Okay. And then the economy started booming, stocks went up. They've returned to that point. Southwest has historically been a really great long-term investment. Southwest Airlines. It was profitable in the stock market overall for 47 years. This is the first year that it hasn't been profitable in 47 years. 48th year, it's not profitable. So there are opportunities there. Coca-Cola opportunity, Boeing opportunity, and people that manufacture aircrafts opportunity. Companies that manufacture aircraft. So let me see what else. Recession. So here's the thing. Recession is an economical collapse. Something causes the economy to have a chain reaction. It plummets. Real estate market, with banks being too forgiving and lending out too much money in 08 caused that. What's happening right now is coronavirus. Ceased international trade, ceased transportation, planes stopped running, people stopped traveling, people went into quarantine, governments and countries shut down, stores sold out of food. It caused this snowball chain reaction effect. So I have a feeling we will recover fairly quickly. It won't be like a 2 or a 3 year recession like 07, 08, 09. I don't think that. It could, but I don't think that. I think that it'll be a matter of a couple months for things to start turning around. And then I think it'll take a few months past that to really, really recover. I think it's going to be a quick bounce back, but I think it's going to take a few months. Okay. So let me look at what else we have there. How do young people get started in real estate? So here's what I'll say. Okay. Your age doesn't matter a goddamn bit. Right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, young, old, whatever. Everybody's got the same opportunity. The average 55-year-old has $8,000 in the bank. They're 55. If you're young, if you're 20, they got 35 years on you. But they don't have shit for money. Okay? I had a client earlier today, actually found me on TikTok, messaged me, had never seen me before, just invested $4,500 with me to start a digital business. Okay? She's 20 years old. Was all in, wanted to invest, knew I knew what I was doing. wanted to make a difference, wanted to grow a business. She invested $4,500. Real estate, don't invest until you have enough to invest. Okay? You got residential, you got commercial, and a bunch of stuff in between. The ultimate king of real estate is commercial apartments. All right? You own 400 units, get 400 people renting from you every single month, getting a check. Now that costs millions of dollars to get into. So you can go into a REIT, or you can invest with somebody that knows real estate. You can invest in real estate, commercial, Cardone Capital. All right. If you want to get into residential, you have buying and renting. You have wholesale flipping, bunch of different things. Please choose what direction you want to go. Understand the market before you invest in it. Really understand it. Get a good grip on it, and don't invest small amounts. You invest small amounts, you're not going to put yourself in a position to cash flow enough to make sense of the investment. So you got to invest bigger amounts. If you don't have a big amount, save till you do. Okay. What else? Any questions on YouTube or on TikTok? Please let me know. If you're on TikTok, make sure you follow me on TikTok. You'll also have a link in my bio to my Instagram and to my YouTube channel as well. So every Monday, 7 p.m. EST, live on the Ozone. So on YouTube, we got 10 in 10. Any business idea for current situation? Do what my client did earlier today. $4,500 she invested and started a digital brand. She wants to create her own digital course. She's 20. She's got some skill. She's got some information. She can teach it. All right. Start a digital brand. Digital businesses are unaffected by global commerce. They're not an e-commerce model. They don't have shipping products. They're information, they're service-based and consulting-based. Start a business like that. You want to do that? Email me, ben@millionairemafia.co. Once again, ben@millionairemafia.co. Here, I'll type it in for you. ben@millionairemafia.co. All right. You want to invest? If you're serious to invest, I offered this on Facebook earlier. I had 3 spots this morning. 2 were taken. There's 1 left. So if you want to start a digital brand, email me, ben@millionairemafia.co, and I'll hook you up. We'll get you into the program. We'll work with you and build you a profitable digital business all inside the next 8 weeks. Okay. Let me see what else we got here. Beach Junkies just joined. Sanjay. Cool. I don't think houses are a bad investment by any means, but okay, so think about this. Okay. When you're investing in a house, you buy a house, and what are you going to do? You're going to buy a house, and then it has to cash flow. So you buy a house for 300 grand or 400 grand. Let's say your mortgage is $2,000 on it. Okay. You need to rent it out for more than that to actually make money. So you buy a $400,000 house, you put 20 grand down, your mortgage is $2,000 a month. You got to rent it out for $2,500 a month to be able to actually profit from it. Okay. Now you're not paying down the house in the first year or 2 or 3 or 5 years of ownership because it's mostly going towards interest. The bank wants to make their money back. So you're renting it out and making a couple $100 every single month, but you're paying more into interest than you're paying off the principal of the house. Now, if that renter decides to move out and you can't find another renter, you're dead in the water. If the housing market crashes, you're dead in the water. So how do you hedge those odds? How do you make sure you have more security? You need to have multiple rentals, not just one. You need to have multiple duplexes, multiple quadplexes, because instead of relying on one person to rent from you, you want to have 10, 20 renting from you, because if 6 lose their jobs, like what's happening right now, shit, you're out of the market. You're in the hole. You are, for lack of a better term, fucked sideways. Okay? So that's why houses can be iffy. So then the other model is fix and flip, or is wholesale. You don't have that risk. You get in, do some repairs, you get out. All right? But there's that brief window where you're at risk. So that's why I like the idea of commercial real estate. Having a bunch of apartment units all paying me. Because if I got 100 units and 40 people lose their job, all right, and I only got 60 left, they are paying me more than what my debt is on the property. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? So that's cool. That's cool. So Beach Junkie said, bought mine $212,000 8 years ago. It's worth $340,000. Okay, so it's worth $340,000. If you paid cash for it, awesome. It's worth $340,000 now. In the last 8 years, you had 2.5% appreciation, or excuse me, depreciation on your money. So take that, 8 times 2.5. Your money has depreciated 12%, okay, in the last 8 years. So you got to take 12% of that 212. And assuming you didn't have any repairs, assuming it doesn't need repairs or anything like that, you really are in it for 250. You got 340, okay? So you got 90 grand over 8 years. 90 grand over 8 years. That's okay, but there's better ways to investing to make your money go farther. All right? So that's all I'm saying there. All right? There's a million different ways to go, a million different opinions. I'm 17 and looking to get into investing. Any tips or programs looking to learn? All right. One, don't invest small. Got to go all in. You get the level of success based on the level that you go in at. Okay. So whatever level you go in at is the level you're going to come out at. You go in 50 bucks, you're going to come out with nothing. You go in by the thousands or the tens of thousands. Guys that go all in get big. Girls that go all in get big. Okay. So you got to go all in. And if you don't have enough to go all in, save and learn until you can make a very calculated, educated, and the right decision and let that play off. Also, don't be short term, okay? That's what I'm going to recommend there. So, hey, I got to get going here. This is the Ozone every Monday, 7 p.m. EST. I appreciate you guys on here. If you're on TikTok, make sure to follow me. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, DM me on Instagram, all right? Let's talk. Appreciate you guys here being on YouTube. The gentleman that commented or woman, not sure based on your username, that commented best business idea to get going in the current situation. Email me, ben@millionaiремafia.co. Let's get you hooked up. Let's work with you to build you a wildly profitable digital brand in the next 8 weeks so you have a business not susceptible to all the BS that we're going through right now. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next Ozone. Peace, YouTube, and peace, TikTok.